Hey everybody, this is Zach with Infernal Tool Technologies. I hope you're all doing well today. I just wanted to start a conversation about wages in the construction field, and kind of the demand that's increasing for everybody in the field, the low interest rates that are causing that. So let's just get into it. So today I read an article pretty much saying that the wages of construction workers are increasing, though that probably is just subjective of certain areas. Where I live, it really hasn't changed much, but let's just say that they have, as an average across the country, they've actually increased. But what I liked about the article is that they said that this increase was due to the demand increasing and people buying new homes and building new homes and renovating new homes. And I believe that. These artificially low interest rates have everybody kind of buying homes right now and just propping up the housing market. But let's dive a little bit deeper on the wages in the construction field, because if you've seen my videos before, you know that I've been in the field for 10 years now, and the wages aren't really that great. There's a lot of overhead, I guess I would say, for a carpenter or contractor, plumber, electrician, you name it. You got to have thousands of dollars worth of tools, and you need to usually have a truck. Some places are a little bit better about offering you some of that stuff up front and have different packages, but I would say on an average, everybody's got to have tools, maybe a couple $1,000s worth of tools, a truck, insurance, you got to pay for gas. And a lot of that doesn't get compensated for. And I'm looking around, driving around the town that I live in, and fast food workers, their wages are increasing dramatically. All the minimum wage workers are getting a big pay increase. And that has nothing to do with the demand in the housing market. That's just politics. And I feel like contractors are having a rough go of it because their pay is just increasing based on the demand that's out there in the housing market right now, where I think there really needs to be some wage increases just on the bureaucratic side of things. If the minimum wage is rising and it's bringing all these lower wage people up and raising the prices of everything, well, that's got to be a compensation that trickles up to more skilled people, and we're talking about the trades here, so we'll say the tradespeople need to make a little bit more money. Something that I've realized too is that I've worked in residential for 10 years now. I really didn't do a lot of commercial work, and the one thing that I've noticed out of all the 10 years that I've worked there is that I've only ever worked with people in their 50s, in their 60s, sometimes in their 40s, but nothing else. I'm in my late 20s, and I'm the only person. Even the people that I work with in their 50s and their 60s, they're just shocked by it. They don't ever see people my age in the industry, and I think it's going to become a big issue for people. Once these people start retiring. A lot of them are retiring right now, but once the people in their 50s right now get into their 60s and they start retiring, that's going to be a big issue. There's going to be a huge increase in demand for workers that are skilled, that are able to come into homes and remodel homes. And it's not just cut and dry. You can't just go to school and learn this stuff. You got to learn it in the field. You got to swing a hammer. You got to show up every day and just sweat and learn. And even from this article that I was reading today, they were saying that the demand is increasing so much because people are building homes and remodeling their homes, but the labor isn't there. I don't remember the exact statistics, but I think we're down. I think we're 300,000 people short in the labor force for construction, and for this year, and that's a 15-year high. And they're projecting by 2026 that we're going to be 750,000 people shy in this workforce. And I feel like they're undershooting that number. I feel like it's going to be a lot worse than that, because it's not as easy as just putting people to work. There's a lot that comes with it, and there's not people learning it right now. So who's going to teach them? It's gonna We're in store for some weird times in the residential construction field, and there was this huge push for the do-it-yourself movement, which is great. I'm all for people learning stuff and fixing up their home and getting creative with things. But I've noticed over the past year or so, it's started to wane a little bit. People aren't going DIY crazy anymore, especially with the economics being a little bit on the rocks. People just are being a little bit more reserved with their money when it comes to work that they're doing themselves, I guess. I don't know if that's based on fact, but it might just be from what I'm noticing out in the field. Yeah, so I just think that we're gonna be seeing some weird times in the industry, and I just want to keep talking about this and talk about solutions that we can come up with. Here at Infernal Tool Technologies, we're going to be working with software and design to kind of bring people in the office and the field together to be more productive. But also, on the other end of things, we need to have some real training for people and incentivizing people to learn this, because it is a really good career for people. But like I said at the beginning of this video, the wages, I think, is something that's kind of pulling people away from it, because everything's getting so expensive and homes are getting so expensive. So this period of time right now, who knows how long it's going to last. The housing market being the way it is, it could go on for years. It could tomorrow take a shift. Who knows? But I think in this time right now, it's really not incentivizing people to get into this industry. And we're going to feel the effects of that. If it's 5 years from now or 10 years from now, we're going to have, like I said, and they're saying for 2026, they're projecting 750,000 people to, we're going to be short three quarters of a million people in the labor force for construction. And I just think it's going to be a lot worse because of this time that we're going through right now. So if there's anybody out there that has any solutions to maybe courses or training or schooling, or maybe you own a business that really brings in the younger crowd and is teaching people, I'd love to hear about it, so we can kind of build a community around this, and we can try to get to the bottom of how we can incentivize people to get into this industry, and also innovate this industry to where people who are learning tech and science and all these different things that they're pushing nowadays, how we can kind of meld that into the construction industry and really just thrive from there. I truly believe that there's a lot of room for innovation, and we're doing some fascinating things with virtual reality and augmented reality, and I think those two things could really kickstart a whole new revolution for this industry, from just being able to have wearables to where you can work safer and work smarter. You can kind of record things and talk to your devices while you're working, and you're not pulling out your phone, you're not pulling out all these things, and potentially could harm a person and also slow you down. And it's just, coming from me working in the field, it's a lot when you're carrying a lot of things on you all the time, and people want pictures of things, and you're dirty and you're messy, and it can wear on you a whole day of being dirty and pulling your phone out, and it gets dirty, and you got to take pictures and you got to do these things. So if there's softwares or innovation that we can come up with, I think it really will thrive. I truly do. And I, here at Infernal Tool Technologies, I just that's our main goal is to to bring that to the forefront and have people realize that there's amazing innovation that's going to be coming in this industry. So, like I said, if there's anybody out there, you own a business and you're doing some great things with bringing younger people into the industry, or you got some awesome innovation, I'd love to hear about it. Put a comment down below, like the video, it would really help me out. I'm trying to build a community around this, and anything helps, but I'd just love to hear from you guys. Just tell me, give me feedback, tell me how I'm doing, what you guys would like to hear about. I'm going to keep doing my research, and also at the same time, I'm making a lot of moves in my business that I'm going to share with you guys, and hopefully you can follow me through this entire journey, because it's truly going to be a journey. Like I said, I'm from the trades. It's a big step going into business, and not into like a contracting business, but into having a business where I'll be manufacturing products and coming up with different services for people. So yeah, thanks for listening. Like I said, post a comment, let me know how I'm doing, any thoughts, anything. Thanks.